Welcome to episode 11 of Rigor Mortis Paranormal. Tonight's stories include hauntings in the old Lost Lagoon at SeaWorld, a towering black mass scares a little girl, Part 1, a haunting at Perring Crest Apartments, and more unearthly tales of the paranormal. I am David, this is Robert and Jasmine.
Hello, hello.
Hey guys.
Alright, so part 1 of this haunted apartment complex. That's pretty crazy.
You guys are going to want to stay tuned because it's like a series.
Yeah.
So it's pretty exciting.
He gave us kind of like a sample of other stories he had. We just couldn't fit all of them all in this show.
We're just going to tell you guys the first story, but it gets really good.
And he's got a lot of good ones. I mean, some of the stuff that he was telling us was pretty good, man.
Yeah, we probably should have even just did one episode on this.
Yeah.
Hauntings at the Perring Crest Apartments.
Make them come back.
Yeah, this is one way to make people come back. I guess keep listening. Yeah. But man, he told some crazy stuff that's not in today's episode, but you will be hearing it, and it's just
it's
stuff
a pretty good one today too.
Yeah, definitely.
It's got like more of a build-up, right? Like all those like paranormal witness, they start off with like scratching and little whispering, and then all of a sudden, man, somebody's beating the crap out of you with a bat,
holding you up by your hair.
You're twirling in the air. And
they're trying to drag you all. With me, obviously, it'd take an army of ghosts to drag my ass, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's gonna start off light and then get into something good. So that's excellent. We also have
the one at the Lost Lagoon.
Man, that one is a trip also, and I'll get in more detail with that because it was so hard to look up. You know how we like doing research on almost all our stories, which is great about us. We try to give a little bit of history at least, or some kind of incident. This one was the hardest one to look up, man. The guy, I had to actually email him back, and he sent me a link. I couldn't find that nowhere.
Well, once we actually talk about the story, we'll go more into it, but it's not uncommon for them to brush it under the rug.
Oh, there was a reason, because a link that he went off of, I went with the dates and some names, and then I got not much. It was more of a legal thing.
Wow.
Anywhere you go, like, let's just say this, anywhere you go, you can wiki any incidents that happen at SeaWorld or at Six Flags or at any amusement theme parks that they have. And it's wiki, man. They're crazy. They'll have a listing, but man, most of them are just injuries. It's hard to see the ones with the death because, well, we'll get into that.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then there's that other one from our sister Rachel.
Oh yeah,
tells a story about the red apartments.
I don't remember some photos on that one. We actually have one photo, and it's the exact
apartment.
It's the exact apartment. Well, the complex, yeah.
Our red apartments.
It's a 4-1, Jazz. I don't know if you saw it. Did I send that to you?
I did. Well, you sent me the pictures, but I don't know. I've never seen it. Like, I know Mom, she'll drive us around the place. This is how I used to live.
Yeah. Well,
I want to see it.
It's weird because on that one too, I was looking at that, and they're getting, they really didn't have crap back then. Now they have walks for senior citizens. Oh, they have in their baseball field.
Do you have a playground? Playscape?
Yeah, old school playgrounds too, where it's made out of metal and concrete.
Burn your butt.
Yeah. You got 3rd-degree burns on your legs and stuff. Yeah, that's just what else did they have? They have, you know how like we have these other local suburbs around here that have their own little leagues and stuff. They have a little league there.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's
man.
crazy. And they have, what is it?
I wish you would have had that when we were kids. I mean, I remember actually getting into a fight with a guy, hit him on the back with a baseball bat, man.
That was y'all's baseball?
Yeah, that was. It's like because we were fighting about baseball, but if we had somebody there to coach us, we probably would have been,
I feel like it's safe to say that you guys were the problem. They were waiting for y'all to leave.
We also have another one. That one, I'm going to be honest, I just kind of took a look at. It's another haunting also. It's weird because, I looked at it real quick. So, I don't know if any of y'all did, so I'm probably throwing y'all under the bus with me here.
Oh, man, there we go. About not reading a story and doing some research that we probably should have done by now.
The Black Mass one, right? Is that another...
No, that's the same one. That's the one that Rachel told us, our sister. It's all right. We do this every episode because it's we do actually.
This one.
We didn't mention it, I guess, in the titles in the beginning, but we do have another one.
Yes, we did, didn't we?
No, I didn't mention that one in the title in the beginning.
We'll mention it now.
Yeah,
and also Great Grandma Edison. I said and more.
Okay, this was the and more.
Sorry.
You know what? We did get it on short notice, and like I said, we did research on some of them. This one, I just got a glance at it, and I didn't do any research, so that makes it even more better. I'd like to hear what's going on with that one. We're all going to be like oohing and ahhing at the same time.
That's right.
This one's a top secret one.
All right, that's all right, yeah. That's cool. Our top secret
Everyone's
weapon.
going to be surprised.
So what else is going on this week? Anybody got anything?
You tell us.
Actually, I do got a good Uber story.
Story, yeah.
Good. I don't know if I should say good or not, but oh my god.
It's good for the audience.
Yeah, I guess it's good for the audience. It was bad for my head. I get this really bad migraines, and I tell you what, man, I got probably the worst migraine I've had in a long time.
You get hit in the head or what?
No, my nose is not sensitive. It really isn't. But for some reason, my God, this one guy got in the car, and you talk about onion breath. No, breath. Holy cow, the guy's breath smelled like shit, man. And honestly, man, you try to spruce stories up sometimes, and I swear this is no sprucing, man. It felt like if somebody was cutting an onion right underneath my eyelids, man. It was horrible. Usually I try to make conversation to be cool, too. This guy, I was like, please don't talk. Please don't talk, man.
Talkers that you're like, oh, man, what did I do, man? Just like,
He's like, how did you do that?
How's your night going?
My favorite letter is a letter H.
No, man, this guy's breath was real bad. It was so bad. Honestly, my eyes were almost watering. And I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating.
Where did you come up from, man? An onion fest?
No. He was just getting off of work. And that's what pissed me off. I was like, dude, why didn't somebody at work tell you something, man? Because he worked at a restaurant, too.
Oh,
I'm like, dude,
man.
He's dealing with people. I figured somebody... I don't know. But his breath was so bad.
Imagine that, man. You just got all hungry and shit. You just like, nah, I can't wait to get in here and eat me a onion burger or something, man. Like, you just gotta come take, may I take your order? Oh, fuck, man. I'm
off topic. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Off topic. When I was working as a server, I'm not gonna say the place of the... Well, anyways, when I was working as a server, the boss had came up to me because he didn't know how to tell the other girl that she needed deodorant. He wanted me to tell her.
Oh, man.
I was like, that's not my job. Like, I'm not gonna go tell her.
You're the manager.
Like,
you're the boss.
How do I tell her?
And you know what it is? How do you do that? Because it is actually a policy. Like, I've read it in... Like,
yeah, you're right. Yeah, I've seen that.
And like when
Well, she was a server and people were complaining, but I was like, still, that's not my job. I get paid $2.15. I'm like, fucking...
Go tell her. You're the one that make the big money, man. I mean, go tell her crevice stinks, man.
I had another guy, too. Speaking of B.O., man, I mean nothing bad at all.
No, I hear you. Come
this
on.
one guy... there goes a beer.
No.
Beer down. That's that same chair with a hole in it.
Dude, get rid of this chair.
Beer down.
I'm still gonna drink.
Oh, watch out. Yeah, it's gonna splash all over. But this one guy, he was Indian. Oh, I told you.
That's coming out of your nose.
Oh my god, that foam's gonna get to me.
Oh, there you go.
But you know what? It's your vehicle, and you gotta pick up other folks too,
Yeah.
man. And that's not the thing, too, man. It's when they leave, you pick up other folks. They're looking at you like, man, this is you didn't.
Yeah, what did you?
Yeah, well, the other Uber driver, the police,
So what were you saying with the other guy?
No, there was another guy. He was of Indian descent. But and that's what I'm saying. I don't mean to be nothing. Man, you know what? They're healthy people, man. They're really healthy. They eat garlic. Hey, there's nothing. Garlic's good for you, man. It is.
What happened?
But the guy smelled. He was a nice guy. I feel so bad, but man, it was real strong. The garlic odor, and man, I picked up people afterwards, and I know they smelled it, man. I'm like, and then me, I'm like a dark Mexican. Honestly, I've had people look at me before thinking, is your name Abdul? I'm like, dude, I'm like, no.
What do you have your front seat?
Because I guess, honestly, I do have a little bit of the Indian look to myself sometimes.
You used to have that full...
Yeah, the beard, the whole thing, and I used to wear a turban, but it was. I'm just kidding.
I know that you say that is because you get stuck with that. Where I work at, I was doing a lot of driving around. I go to sites to sites. Okay, they put me at headquarters, right? And when I was there, I'm not kidding, man. This big dude. The elevator comes down. I mean, I was there only like 2 weeks. The elevator comes down, and I had to go up, and he just walks off. I mean, that dude just walks out, and he had like a serious look. He was on the phone, dude, And I'm on the first floor, so I jump in, dude, and as soon as I do, it's like one of those things where, like, I turned around, like, no, I wanted to get off, but the doors just, boom, they shut, and I was in for it, man. The ride was going. That dude farted in there, man.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't on a phone call. He just pretended.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And the thing is, dude, he had like a rowdy tie and suit and all that.
That ride went north real quick.
Man, yeah. Oh, man, I'm talking about, like, the smell was a whole square. Like, every inch, the corners, everything. It was just a square smell. And I was right in the middle of it. And it was like a rat trying to run out of a maze, man. Trying to pry open the thing.
Oh, man.
And you could actually taste that motherfucker. No, the worst thing, man, is I had to go to the 6th floor.
You should have called for help.
No,
Pushing the red button.
I stopped it, man. But no, that thing wouldn't leave, man. It wouldn't leave. Man, I got off and all the big wigs, I'm talking about the
got in after you.
They were on the 6th floor. Okay, that floor on the 6th floor. All the other floors, they're just like regular cubicles and stuff. Those are offices made out of mahogany, just like real nice. Man, I get there, man, no bullshit. 3 head honchos and a lady in a dress. One of their admins. And I just walk out, dude, man. I could, and I feel
They're like, oh, that guy.
well, yeah, I feel like the Ghost Rider, you know, like his head's on flames and stuff. And man, they walked in and you could hear them like, oh, and it's weird, man. They went down. And man, I think I came back like about an hour later, and I had it open because there's 4 of them in that building, and they're all next to each other. So when you press one button, the one that's coming down or up, it's the one that opens.
Yeah.
So like an hour later, I had to go back up there, and man, the infamous one opened. I'm like, fuck it. I go back in there, man. That shit still stinks.
It was still there.
I see that guy too, man. He talks to everybody except for me. Like, oh yeah, that's a dude. But yeah,
he's on his phone every time he passes you.
yeah. Well, yeah, but what? I mean, that's disgusting, man.
That's horrible. What do you do though, man? Maybe it was somebody before him.
Why would you take that chance, dude? Because I mean, I've been on there where you're going to one level and then another door opens to bring more people down. So why would you take that?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that chance, you know, especially that one, dude. That dude's probably like, no, this one ain't gonna sink, and just like, oh Lord, you know, like, come on.
No kidding.
So anyway,
but yeah, for some reason, man, I've been picking up a lot of scents, man, and I swear my nose ain't that good normally, but my God, those 2 people were just like.
You know, when women start picking up scents, they're pregnant.
I know, right?
So, anything you want to tell us?
It's all alcohol in my belly here.
You had a good story about this weekend. My mom came home.
Who's that?
So mad. My mom gets so embarrassed. My dad.
It wasn't a good story.
Story.
A juicy story.
Man, yeah, this weekend, me and Mena went to we went to a barbecue with some of her friends, our older friends back in the day. They called her up and asked her if she wanted to go to a barbecue, and so I'm like, yeah, you know, hell yeah, you know, I'm down for that, man.
Barbecue food?
Yeah. So this happened yesterday. I mean, it's today's Sunday. We're doing our podcast on Sunday, so it's on a Saturday, and man, I was looking forward to that because her friend's husband can cook. You know, I've eaten some of his barbecue before, and it's really good. Anyway, her friends are all there, and we go in, and the guys, you know, they got beer, everything. It's nice, man. We're there, and I'm just like chatting, and you know, because we.
Sorry.
We gotta get
leave that there, man.
You can add this one to your collection.
Sorry. Moving some of the old cans out the way. I'm sorry.
No, it's not cool. But anyway, so long story short, man, they have a spread, man. I'm talking, they have brisket, sausage, they have chicken, but man, I mean, they have the works. Potato salad.
I should have gone.
Yeah,
potato
salad, beans. I mean, they had it all, man. It was good too, man. They had this thing, man. You know, and it was a big thing of barbecue sauce. It was good too, man. He made it, man, and it's really good. His secret sauce, and he had like a ladle.
You ate his secret sauce.
Yeah, man. I mean, because they had a ladle in there, you know, so you can do it. And man, so trust me, man. I went over there and I didn't fuck around. I went over there and so I'm over there. I have to brace my plate, you know. I'm using, and they're already the good ones. They're not gonna use that cheap shit we use. They use the good plates. You know,
good paper plates.
Yeah, but I have to reinforce that motherfucker because like I said, man, I don't play it, man. I went up there. I put those caterers, those people that were serving the servers to work, man. I was throwing all kinds of goodies on there. That fucker was full. It was heavy too. So I had my plate. So I'm just dumping that.
Did you say plates? Or plate?
Yeah, there were plates. I had to reinforce it.
I had my plates.
That plate is. Are you using a paper plate? Yeah.
You get like 3 of them lined up.
Paper plates.
You got 3 of them lined up on your arm though.
Man, it was good, man. Okay.
Oh man.
Here comes the shitty part. So I see, like, there's a lot of people, man. Everybody's sitting here and there, and
did you know any of them? Or?
Yeah, I knew the husband. I didn't. The rest of them, really, I wasn't familiar with. And then my wife, Mary Ellen, was with me, so she was talking to her friends. I didn't want to bother her. She was catching up. So and then I didn't want nobody bothering me because I had this masterpiece in front of me. So man, I see this chair, right? Nobody's sitting on it, man. I said, fucking perfect. So it was a wooden chair. It looked like an old chair, man. So nobody was there. So I go over there, man. I'm getting like big smile, dude. Dude, I mean, I don't just sit on it. I kind of just like, fat guys, we don't just gingerly sit down or use our arm. I couldn't move my hands. We're busy. I just plopped down. Fucking chair turned into confetti, man. That thing just poof.
That's horrible.
I was like, and then I fall, dude, and all the fucking plate just lands all over my fucking plate. Well, you saw my shirt. It was full of barbecue sauce. I mean, just everywhere. All the way down to the crotch. I mean, I just like, and then I fall, and I'm like, man. That chair, and then what the fuck
What is that chair made out of? Stew. Well, you should get it welded better.
It was terrible, so I have all this barbecue all over.
Was that tack welded?
Man.
Yeah, why did you get it welded better?
No, man, they should have braced it if it was going to be all fucked up like that. So
okay, was the chair like off by itself?
Nobody, okay, there was a reason. That's what I was trying to get to, okay. So I'm there on the floor getting up, dude, fat. And man,
she grandmother's chair.
Rocking yourself up.
Yeah. Where the guy, and they're like, Jesus, the guys see me, and like there's about like not 2 guys, like about 8, they're trying to be cool, like, hey, you okay, man? Hey, and then the wife came over. She was sweet. The one my wife was talking about, mom was talking to. She goes up and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, and so mom's getting there, and she was concerned, but like she had that look too, like she was like, you fucking fat fucking old, you're a fat old
My
man.
mom is not ever proper, but she likes to pretend she
because she
is.
saw the chair, and she's like, dude, I'm amazed you're still alive. But she's like, she got the barbecue sauce with blood, but I was just like, and the lady's, oh my god, you messed up your shirt, and I was just like, I'm sorry about your chair, I'm so sorry.
Blood in a bum.
Yeah, and no, okay. So this is, man, I look at the husband, I was like, hey, I'm sorry, guy, man. I'm so, it's okay. It's okay. Jeez, damn it, and he's pissed. And I'm like, man, I'm serious, man. I got some Gorilla Glue at home, guy,
We're always Gorilla Glue.
He's like, no, it's okay, He wears glasses, so like he kept pushing him up in the middle, and he was pissed, man. And I was like,
he pissed about the chair being broke or what?
Did he tell you who it was? Was it?
Well, okay, this is what happened, because his wife is cool, man. The wife says, I don't want to use the real name. Like, Harold, don't worry about the chair. It was an old chair anyway. And man, this is where he's like, yeah, it was old. It was about 100 years old. Oh, and I'm like, oh my god, And then I guess he caught himself. He's like, I'm being a dick, it's no problem. Are you okay? I'm fine, sir.
Oh,
they're not gonna invite you back over.
Yeah, well, I'm sure mom's not gonna want to go with me anyway. She's probably never gonna go back, man. But, so she takes off, and God bless her heart, man. I'm trying to clean mom's. Like, have you ever seen those kids who dirty themselves their new shirt, and their mom's pissed off and helping them clean it and wiping hard?
Yeah.
That was me. I was like, I got it. She's like, I can't believe this, and like, why did you break it? I was like, I didn't.
Why did you break it?
Why did you break it?
We're gonna have to buy
100 years old.
Yeah, we're gonna have to buy my new 100-year-old chair. I was like, So I'm there and they're cleaning, and I feel bad already as it is, man, right? So, man, the lady comes back
With a plate.
with a plate, but guess what? It's a proportioned one. Actually, it's got more vegetables than anything, man. And then, and like, it starts to die down. Right? Like,
First place probably didn't have any vegetables, did it? Or?
No, hell no, man. I didn't even cook the potato salad, man.
Did you stand the rest of the time?
No, I went and I got lucky because man, the lady brought me a metal chair, man. I mean, that's all we're saying, that a folding metal chair.
Oh man!
And I was like, oh my god. So I just kind of thank you, and like I had the plate, so I didn't want to sit there, man. Everybody, they weren't giggling. They were nice people. They were down there. But you knew as soon as you left, they're gonna fucking fat motherfucker, man. He felt bad, dude.
Oh my god.
I went off to the man. What did I do, man? Restock, man. I went back and I just kicked off with my hand. They were just kind of falling on their lawn, just picking off
all the vegetables.
Yeah, and I was like, and I started putting. I'm gonna need a little bit more meat. I had not an ounce of shame. That though, man, it kind of gave me a little bit like kick in the ass, man, because like I think I'm gonna start walking again, because it was sad to me because I went to go sit in the corner and I was just eating my food and I was looking at it. Serious, man, my eyes got real watery. I was eating and crying at the same time. I wasn't really crying, but I was like and I think I felt bad because mom actually, she rolled up and she looked at me and she's like, what? She's like, it's okay, don't worry about it. Here, you can have the rest of my plate. So that's what happened there, man. I was serious. So
now that's an eventful weekend.
Anyway, man, I had to chuck that shirt too, man. There's no getting that back. And my pants too were full of barbecue sauce.
And squeezing it, trying to drip and get some of it.
Squeezing it up, bringing it out over my mouth.
Trying to get some of that barbecue sauce. Crying at the same time. Oh, I love you. I'm gonna miss you.
They're still wet from when I was licking them, man.
Oh, man.
Anyway, though, it was terrible, man, because I kind of felt bad. I don't know if mom's ever gonna go back or whatever.
Right.
Anyway,
for you.
What do you say, fellas? We're gonna get into
let's get into that first story.
Yeah, we're probably an hour into the episode and we still haven't yet talked about ghost stories.
But damn, boy, that shit was good.
Man, I bet. I tell you what, let's do this one story from Rachel, our sister.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Let's start with that, and then we'll work our way around the clock. All right, here we go. First story. So this is from our sister Rachel, and Rachel writes, "Hey Rob, Dave, and Jasmine. First off, just want to say how much I enjoy the show. I always get excited when I receive a pop-up on my phone showing you guys post another episode." Well, thank you very much, Rachel.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Anyway, I just wanted to share a quick story with you guys. This incident happened when I was younger and lived in the Red Apartments. I can't recall how old I was, maybe 7 or 8. There was 11 of us in the family living in a 3-bedroom apartment. That's right, because there was 9 of us and then plus mom and dad, so yeah, that's 11.
Yeah, Lego set.
She's right. Yeah, no kidding, man. Keep saying Lego. What is it? Tetris? It's Tetris, right?
I don't know why I say Lego. You have to fit the pieces so they can just be, yeah.
Okay, so there was 11 of us in the family living in this 3-bedroom apartment. This made it hard to find a spot to sleep at times, and I found myself sharing a room with my sisters and brothers. Basically, I would sleep wherever I found a comfortable spot to lay for the night.
The kitchen floor. No one's here.
This looks like a good place. You know what I'm afraid is I'm slurring already, man. It's like we're early in the episode,
first,
man. I know. That's why I wanted to go first. Okay. I remember it being a school night, and we had to be in bed by 9 p.m. I couldn't really fall asleep because I remember the bed being too crowded. I was laying with 2 of my brothers who were already asleep, and my head was laying towards their feet. Poor girl.
Dude, I always smelled foul when I was younger, man. Especially when we played football, I smelled like a gymnasium, dude. I fucking stunk, dude. But go ahead, I'm sorry, man.
I know. It's hard to get through the story. Sorry, Rachel. Because I'm thinking we have all our memories there too, man.
Yeah, she's bringing them back, actually.
Yeah. I was like, poor Rachel, she had to sleep towards our feet, man.
Yeah. And our ass, and like, it's probably more preferable than my underarms.
Or our breath. So anyway, I was laying there when above my head, kind of in the back of me, this huge black mass came from under the bed and towered over my head. I'm talking, this was a huge black mass. I remember the outline. It had a small head, but a massive, broad torso. It continued to grow over me, and I was so frightened I couldn't move. I was paralyzed with fear. At the time, our family was very religious, and I always remember my mom telling me, if I ever see something scary, to call out to Jehovah. I was so scared, but I managed to scream out his name. I don't remember if it disappeared or not. I just remembered having the courage to jump up and run down the hall to my parents' room. I tried telling my parents about the black mass I saw, but they just told me to go to bed. I was too scared to go back to the room and wound up laying in the middle of my parents the rest of the night. I wasn't about to go anywhere that night. Needless to say, I never slept in that bed again. Thanks for listening to my story, guys. I love the podcast. Keep up the great podcast, RMP. So that's Rachel's story, man. That's man. Sorry we fucked it up, Rape. It's kind of hard because me and Rob got all these.
Yeah, we got all these memories from that.
It's
and
so crazy.
The only thing I got from that story is the house was so crowded, the ghost wanted to get out.
Yeah,
The ghost was like,
all you mean, he came out from under the bed. It was too heavy because my eyes was on it.
I'm just kidding. That was a good
Can you imagine seeing that and then having to use the restroom, right?
I wouldn't go. I swear I wouldn't go. I'm a chicken.
And you know it came out from under the bed.
Like, I love seeing ghost stuff, but I'm a chicken. But you said y'all's mom had at that same apartment.
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, we told the story earlier about that.
Remember she said like the little head and like had like a big body. Yeah. Remember the Remember the
dog? Man, sorry.
That's not my dog. That one's not my dog.
That's a neighbor's dog.
Fucking dogs, man.
Remember the one that she saw the boyish child or the boyish man? That's what it was.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Maybe
that her mom saw
but like that guy was supposedly a friendly guy.
Yeah, but she said that she could see. Your mom could see that.
Yeah,
like it was distinctly like, but this one was a shadow. Maybe it was something darker, like...
It could have been, too. And that's the thing, too, is like almost every house, especially when we're kids, man, we're running into that all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm, of course, I'm not saying anything bad. It's mom, but like I wonder if just something was attached, to mom from all that.
Or maybe she was just sensitive and
she could have been.
Inviting. Like, not her inviting, but like her, just her... Damn, fucking.
We might actually have to take.
Hold on.
Crazy.
Anyways, like maybe she wasn't telling them to come in, but she just the way she was, it felt comfort. I don't know.
That goes back to when I told you the witch would put curses on them and stuff like that. Yeah. But she could have just been more sensitive, also, like you said.
Because she's every place or
I know it's like
stories.
It seems like every story we have from childhood, it's like she somehow was near it or around it or
she's a very sweet woman also.
And I mean
that's the thing that I don't
Rachel's that's her mom, so maybe she could have been the same thing, passed on. So
and Rachel, she's cool as shit. So that's weird that you see that, but maybe that's why they get picked on. They're so docile, or you know how we are. We don't really like too much confrontation until we're pushed too far. But we just rather just steer away from it altogether.
But I think what it is like that your side of the family. Well, with them, like they're so open-minded. They'll listen to anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the ghost was like, oh, I know I could come to her.
Right. And it's weird because we talked about a few episodes where it's always kids that get picked on, and Rachel's talking about she was 7 or 8 years old here, but it's weird because mom, our mother was at a later age. I mean, she was always getting this stuff.
Yeah, but it started when it was younger also. Some of the stuff they saw was like great.
But you and I mean, we don't get that very often. It's really rare, if anything.
Honestly, to be honest, well, besides the little stuff here and there that is here.
Right. At this house that might be a little haunted itself where we're recording.
Yeah, but before that, I think it was like 06, 07. Like the really last good one was
when you worked at the school?
Yeah, and so man, I'm pretty big tummy with my stomach and stuff. Yeah. But those apartments, I do remember, like there wasn't as much. The one I was trying to find, and we are gonna get that picture, man, is the very first, the real bad one over there off the deep south side.
Oh man, that house was haunted. I don't think the red apartments were haunted where we lived at, where Rachel had the incident. That house was haunted. Yeah. That one definitely was haunted.
Yeah, I want to get the church and the house.
Yeah, I seen it. I think I told you before. I drove by.
You were telling me about that.
I drove by and the guy was standing outside the church, and man, he gave me this evil look, man. He's like, "What the hell are you looking at, buddy?"
I remember you.
He was mad, and not that he was evil as in satanic. He was just pissed. I mean, he was like, "What the hell are you looking at, dude?" Because I drove by real slow, and I was telling my wife and kids, like, "Oh yeah, check it out. I used to live in that house." And this was the scary church, a haunted church.
That was the
And the guy was
rolling,
standing
right?
there.
The holy rollers.
The holy rollers, the people would be rolling outside and stuff, and it was funny, and that house looked like shit too, though. That house was all broken down, man.
It was really bad.
Of course, we did.
Sorry, whoever lives there, but
we burned down the backyard too by ourselves, but
we still don't know where that came. Well, obviously, I think it was.
We do know where that
I think it
fire
was
came from.
a Roman candle got blasted into it or something mysteriously. Yeah, man. The church and the house is in bad. The last time I was through there was probably about a year ago. Also, I had to go by and look at it. That's definitely one that we have to get. But anyway, Rachel, sis, man, that was a good one. Thank you for that one.
Thanks, Rachel. What do we got next, man?
I've got the Lost Lagoon one.
Lost Lagoon. Rob wants to go next because we're all trying to go quick here because we're all getting drunker as time goes by.
Let's just get down to business, fellas, man.
Yeah, I felt the same way. That's why I wanted to go first a while ago.
So
you got one more, don't forget.
Oh crap! I'm gonna read two. Oh hell!
Yeah, I could. If not, that's what I was.
We'll flip it going.
None of us want to read last because we know we're gonna be drunk by the end.
Oh my god, these people are not gonna want to write it no more.
I don't even remember episode 9 or 10, man.
I don't remember episode 10.
That one was a long one. It was a very long one. We got into a lot of personal stories.
I still don't remember.
Yeah, because we were that. Oh man, there was tequila involved in that one too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was.
I'm like, we're the Bad Liver crew, man. That's what it is. Bad Liver podcast, man. That's what it is, man. But,
probably be a better name for this podcast. The Bad Liver Podcast Crew.
All right, listen. Okay, we got a story. It's a guy who called in. His name is Eric. He's from San Antonio. I know what y'all are thinking, Eric, the do nothing guy that we had on that. No, he's
there's more than one Eric in the world.
No, he writes in. Hello guys, back in 2002 I used to work at SeaWorld of Texas in San Antonio, Texas. I worked the night shift in the maintenance department. One cold night around 12:30 or 1 a.m. I was pressure washing around the Lost Lagoon wave pool. You know what that is? Pressure washing, right, Dad?
Yeah.
Everybody does, right? I used to have to do that. It sucked. Okay. The heat from the pressure washer created steam, and I had on my safety glasses, which got kind of foggy. I took my glasses off to clean them. That's when I looked up and noticed two kids about 7 or 8 years old. Both of them were blue in the face, just standing there. Then they were gone. They just disappeared. A few months later, you alright?
I was trying to be quiet.
That wasn't a man burp.
Trying to be quiet.
Okay, then he goes on to say, a few months later, I was working in some restrooms near the Lost Lagoon. It was late at night, and I was the only person working in that section of the park. I had both doors open to let in the fresh air. I jammed a door stopper to keep the doors from closing. Out of nowhere, I hear a loud slam. When I go investigate, both doors were closed. I thought, man, that's funny. The door stoppers on both doors were not wedged in and both doors closed. I figured maybe it was the wind. I opened up both doors again and wedged the door stopper back in. As I started working, I hear a loud slam again. When I went to check, I couldn't believe my eyes. Both doors were closed again, only this time I felt someone or something brush past me, but I could not see them. Even more strange was that the urinals in the restroom were motion censored. One by one they started to flush in order. Whatever brushed against me was now passing the urinals, causing them to flush. That was the last night I ever worked there. I quit the very next day. Thank you guys.
Damn, dog.
We're doing so well, right?
Aside from that, that's a creepy ass story.
That is crazy. I love that story. And you know what? One thing we forgot to mention, we're going to start posting images on our website too. So we have a picture of the red apartments that we used to live in, and we do got pictures of the Lost Lagoon.
The Lost Lagoon, that's not there anymore. It's called the SeaWorld Aquatic or something like that.
Wait, he said 2 boys lost their lives at that.
Yeah.
Here we go. I had a bitch of a time looking for any kind of link or anything. I could not find anything on it. Not the death of a child. I couldn't find anything
think
like
about that. Are people going to post that? I mean, you know they're going to try as hard as possible.
You know what? That you say
a lot of
sweep
people,
that under the rug.
like if somebody gets hurt, they like to settle out of court. Just not to give them a bad name.
Yeah.
But I was also reading too, with big places, like for example, Disney World, Disneyland, everybody likes to go there, you know?
Right.
What I was reading, it said they don't like to pronounce anybody dead on the premises. So even though you're clearly dead,
you have no head.
He's
not dead yet. You don't know that for sure.
They won't pronounce you dead until a year later.
You're decapitated.
You're still blinking.
Horseshit that goes on because it's open records that you can see. If you see them on Wiki. The crazy thing is, like, I text that guy back and he sent me a link. The link that he gave me was of a 20-year anniversary of how long SeaWorld had been open. So as I was looking through it, I mean, it just gave a real small part of a little boy back in 1994. He was in the Lost Lagoon. The Lost Lagoon is a wave pool. What happened is he wandered off. He wound up in the 5-foot section, and he was like I said, he was only 6 years old, so he really couldn't swim.
Yeah, anybody who's been in a wave pool knows that it pushes you everywhere.
Back and forth. And, okay, this is the terrible part because they don't mention this. That's what that report said. The little boy died. Okay, so I went a little further. I got names, in which I'm not going to give his name on there. I had his age and the year that it happened. So when I'm looking through, it was a bitch too because I couldn't find anything. They had an article saying that they're very good about reporting everything. SeaWorld. Anywhere from the minor cut to broken bones or whatever have you. You know, you're out in the sun too long. They report everything.
Except for deaths.
Okay, that's another thing. They said that it wasn't on their... They didn't have to report it. Whatever place they had to report that to, the injuries, they didn't have to report a drowning or something like that.
Yeah, they find loopholes.
Well,
right?
They said it was like... Wow. Technically, it wasn't... And I'm scrambling this all up because I just read that. So... The thing is, when I was looking through it, they were going through the legal parts. That's all it was about. To wasn't anything on the article about the kids. So they said that you're right. They settled, and it's supposed to be. I guess they don't tell you how much you won, but they said it was somewhere like I read. It was somewhere in the vicinity of like $250,000. I don't care. Because they said the parents were negligent too. You know, well, they weren't watching the kids, so they had a higher settlement. It was like 1.6. But anyway, it was sad because when they were going through it, they mentioned that the little boy, where they think he was drowned, there was other kids that were telling the lifeguard, "You need to jump down here. There's a boy drowning." He was right in front of the guard station, right in front of the lifeguard, right in front of those things. And the guy's like, "Quit messing around," you know. And then they were just like, "No, seriously." It took him a minute to look down to jump in. That's what they claimed.
That's the worst.
So he jumps in, and you know, it was too late. The kid, okay. On top of that, man, they had just won an award for like 4 weeks before. Well, that's a month. Some kind of safety award, and
on top of their game.
Clearly, there was nobody there when they won that.
Wow.
So I understand they don't want bad publicity and things of that nature. It's just you can't find it, man. Like trying to look that up, you have to have names and specifics. So I thought that was tragic.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, I've actually seen where they test them. And I've seen them throw dummies in there, and honestly, the lifeguards, they are on top of their game, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they jump in real quick. You see them jump on top of these things, and stuff I wouldn't have caught, but these kids were actually pretty good. They were on top of their game.
That's good. Well, I mean, now they have to be. I mean, because all that negative report. Okay, but here's something strange, too. I don't know if y'all noticed. He said that he saw 2 children standing there.
Yeah,
and they were blue in the face like they drowned. And it was the same place by the Lost Lagoon. And he said they were around 7 and 8. And this little boy was, 6 years old? So kind of close to what he was talking about. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing was when he's walking past, I thought that was a trip where I seen those sensors, too, man. Because nobody flushes anymore. They just kind of pee and walk away.
Yeah, right.
So that must have been a real sensitive one. Because, whoever was passing next to that was just setting them off in a row. So I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. That's pretty cool.
It's weird because now that place is the aquatic, so I wonder if they're still having any trouble like that. Because he said he quit. Right. He's like, I'm out of here. That's what it is.
Yeah. And it's funny that you couldn't find anything about it. You
used to be able to. I know for Six Flags, because they've had incidents there, and you can actually look those up. The incidents at Six Flags Wikipedia, they'll have it listed, and they'll even have deaths on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
So here, I never. They said there was haunted rides at Fiesta, Texas. Also, I believe it was a Joker.
The Joker, yeah, that one's now at Tony Hawk ride. Apparently, that one was supposed to be haunted.
Okay, but look that up now. You can't find nothing about that.
Yeah.
And then it all off the net, man. That's crazy.
That though, you can find hauntings about the quarry that was before there. It was a rock quarry. Zaragoza, I can't even pronounce it, man. Anyway, that's where it was built on. It had a legend about some lady that was supposed to marry some guy, and that I don't know if he broke it off and she killed herself or something like that. So she's haunting that area. But the other one that I was reading about was kind of cool. Was Joker's? Was it Joker's Wild or Joker something like that?
I think it was a Joker.
Okay.
I don't know. Honestly,
it was shut down. Remember?
It was before I was even old, tall enough too. Oh my god, we gotta get a trash.
Well, they were saying that all those were shut down. Nobody ever used them. They were just like everybody.
No, yeah, for a long time though, when I was old enough, I saw them vacant, and I saw the thing, and it was just.
It was the Acme and the Joker. Yeah, it was the Joker, and then they made a big deal when it came out, and then they would claim that the little girl who got killed there would pop up on the ride while you were riding, so they just completely shut it down. You look that up right now, you can't find it anymore. That was only a couple years when I looked that up, so
that's some crazy stuff. You know what else is scary? I'm out of beer.
What were you guys talking about the Live Forever?
Live Forever Club. Oh, that's the last episode.
The Coleman
Park in Brownfield, Texas. Some girls said.
Was I was here while the story was going on?
Jasmine was actually. I guess she was.
Yeah, she knocked out on the chair. Yeah.
I mean, if I was talking and everything.
That was episode 9. Yeah, I was the same way. Though honestly, I don't remember episode 9.
We gotta limit ourselves.
You gotta listen to it. She hasn't listened to the whole thing yet.
But it's still sad I was here.
Yeah, like was I dreaming that? Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, I think next episode we'll be doing the same thing. It's like, what were we talking about in episode 11?
Anyway, Eric, thanks for that story. It was a really good one. I hope you can send us some more.
Our next story comes to us from Lori. Is that right?
Yes.
I guess Jasmine's going to go ahead and read this one for us.
Okay, Lori writes, "Hello guys. First off, I love listening to y'all. I have many stories to tell, but I'll start off in the house on Candlebrook. My husband at the time was taking a nap in the bedroom, and I was getting ready to grill outside. I had my back door open, and the kids were playing outside. I was coming in and out, getting things ready to start the fire. Once I had got the fire started, I went inside and into the garage to do some laundry. Suddenly from outside, my son Dominic came in and said, 'Mommy, great-grandma is outside.' I looked at him thinking that's impossible because his great-grandma Edison had passed away a few months back. I then ran back into the bedroom, and I woke up my husband and told him what Dominic had said. We ran outside, and my husband asked Dominic about great-grandma Edison, and he stated, 'She's right there,' as he was pointing towards the fence. I then asked what she was doing, and he said, 'She's standing there smiling at me.' At that point, I had told my husband to go back, get the camera, and I asked him to start taking pictures where Dominic said she was standing. Dominic kept saying she is smiling at me and that I'm precious. That is something great-grandma would always say about my kids. When we looked at the pictures later, we could see an orb in the picture. It was a little freaky, but at the same time, it was nice to know that she was around watching over us. This is not my only time we saw her. He saw her at his grandma's house about a year later, but this time he was old enough to know that she had passed. He said that he had seen her outside and came in crying because he was scared. After that, he never saw her again. Although we were scared, the story always brings joy to our family. Thank you for the great podcast, guys. Keep up the great work."
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lori.
This one's a grandma.
This is a grandma. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of grandfathers. This is a grandma, but she's just standing there staring at the kid, smiling.
Yeah, these are the ones I like. Those are the ones that have good news, or something that's not scaring somebody. Except at the end.
Wait, that's what I kind of like about the story is that she knew, he's kind of getting scared, but me not. And that was the last time I saw her, so she didn't want to scare him.
Yeah, maybe she felt like she knew she was scared. I don't know. Honestly, I know that may have not been her intention. She was.
Yeah, that's why she probably stopped. And that was the last time.
You know what's weird is as he got older, he didn't see her anymore after a certain age. Again, that's back to the age thing where the kids see them more often, and all of a sudden you get a certain age and it just stops happening.
Exactly. That's a trip too because maybe they knew that they were about to fire up the grill. Man, I know if I'm a ghost, I'm going too, man.
Breaking chairs when you're a ghost.
That chair just exploded. Oh, it's your grandpa.
It's a grill bowl again.
No, that's great. That was a good story, though.
That's a very good story.
It's really lighthearted.
Those are the ones we like to hear too. We got a lot of these dark ones that come in, but the good ones like this is why we do it also. I don't know if you saw that we got a negative Facebook
post.
Yeah, but it was just religious most of all, and it kind of made me think twice. Like, hey, we do these things because this is actually why this last one is pretty good.
The thing is, we're not promoting any negativity
That's
at
right.
all.
We're just reading people's stories.
We're reading people's stories. Yeah, that's right. That's all we're doing. We're reading people's stories, and we just...
We'd like to help out. We
we're
discuss
religious.
it afterwards. Yeah, we're very religious. And after that, we'd like to help them, discuss what we're discussing now. And I feel like maybe if you are that sensitive about what we're doing, best course of action. Exactly.
Yeah, don't listen, But we mean no harm. We mean absolutely... And we're not promoting Satan or the devil or none of that stuff. I mean, that's not at all what we're about. We're totally religious ourselves. We believe in God and Jesus.
We believe that there is a devil out there that has evil too, and this is.
Right.
I think we're just doing this for whoever's listening, and for us, I mean, it's fun. And honestly, in my opinion, I think God has a sense of humor, so so you're probably listening to.
All right, that being that right there.
Yeah. Let's shift gears here.
Yes. I'm starting to lose my buzz. We actually have another really good one.
This one's a series.
Man. This is the series. This is what we were talking about. This one guy sent us a story. He has a lot of really scary tales, man.
This is one we got pictures for, right?
Yeah, we got pictures. Again, we're going to have pictures for several of our episodes now, and maybe we'll even go back and add some pictures to some of the older stories.
Okay, so we're discussing whether or not to give away the room number?
The room number, that or the apartments. Yeah. But I think we're going to give away one or the other, but I'm thinking the apartments we can give
Just so you know, we know both.
We know both. So if you want the other, maybe you can contact us. But you got to tell us the story too.
Yeah, if you don't recognize that photo or look it up online, then
right. But it's cool because the guys.
Godly, yes, he had a lot of experiences there.
He did, and crazy stuff that you see in the movies. Honestly, just really crazy stuff that I don't think we've told any stories like this one before.
Yeah.
Today's is going to be probably a more light one, but he has more stories that get really crazy, and they're real, and that's the thing, though.
They're all real that we got, but like that.
This is it. We're telling true stories. All of them are true stories. We try not to tell fictitious stories. If they are,
the ones that come up
we don't know about it.
But like from the local haunts, obviously those have been shifted and written in books.
Yeah.
We're just giving the local haunts. That's what it is.
That's exactly.
We do our research on a lot of these, like we say, and we love doing that. I love doing that. Just getting.
Definitely. Yeah.
But anyway, enough of that. Then
this is part 1: A Haunting at Perring Crest Apartments by Joseph. I found it odd that the apartment number they were about to show me I was about to move into was the exact same date of my birthday. The hauntings I am about to tell started at the Perring Crest Apartments, an apartment complex I was about to move into. When they first showed me the apartment, I noticed blood stains on the carpet. I questioned the lady showing me the apartment, and she told me she knew nothing about it, but promised to have it cleaned. When I moved into the apartment, I noticed the blood stains were still there. The stains were lighter, but they definitely had not been removed. Although I was not too happy with the place, I was a bit in a bind, and I decided to move in anyway. It was only my second day of living at these apartments, and I noticed strange things started to happen. I lived alone, but my nephew, Junior, lived 2 apartments down. He had been chilling with me the first 2 days, coming in and out of my apartment as he pleased. On the second night, it got late, so he dipped out and I decided to continue to kick back and watch TV. I had this bar in my apartment that was connected to the sink. There was an opening so that you could see the kitchen from the living room. You could walk all the way around it, and it was right next to the front door. I was sitting right in front of the TV in my recliner next to the bar. Suddenly I see someone walk from the door past the gap that I could see the kitchen from, but never walk all the way around the bar. My first thought is that it was Junior. He must have forgotten something. I call out to him, "Junior!" No answer. The chills run down my back. I get up real quick thinking someone is in my house. I run around the bar. Nothing. I walk all the way around. I check the doors. They were locked. No one was there. I'm thinking, I'm just seeing shit. I have been moving in for 2 days now, and it was late. I must have been tired and seen things. That was the first incident, but not the last. It gets scarier. Ooh, man, okay, so that's probably not the scariest story you've heard yet, but think about it. He saw blood on the carpet. Something happened at this place before he even moved in, and he knew it.
Yeah.
And trust me when I tell you this story gets scarier because we do know of other stories he did tell us. So we're going to tell it in future episodes. Hopefully the next one, I think.
Get more into detail.
We just got to twist his arm to get in writing and stuff.
Yeah.
It actually is very good. The ones that from his email, what he had for us on there, and I'm not trying to give anything away. That's why we're talking like this, because he actually kind of goes into why it's so haunted, and that's pretty cool too. You know, the story. Because those blood stains, that you hear right there is thunder.
Yeah.
We can't control that.
Yeah, that is happening for real out there, man.
It's not a dog or kids in the
I
background.
didn't fall. It was thunder.
So it was thunder. Plus, and there's the dog. Speak of the devil, right on cue.
But yeah, it does get better, and it tells us why those blood stains are there. It's just awesome, man. So just bear with us when we get the other ones, and they're gonna be all right.
I think if I was single, I would probably move into a bloodstain. But fuck no, if I had my baby,
I don't know.
I mean, how do you?
I don't know if I would either.
I don't know about this story.
I mean,
man. This
but-
guy
That's
gets,
a
it gets
part.
crazy.
That's what I'm saying. He was like, I don't know, walking into a place, we see bloodstains on the floor. I mean, I guess if it's a big amount, then you're like, okay, that's crazy. But
The thing is,
It seems like the
how these
landlord.
lazy motherfuckers
Yeah.
not change that shit
They
out,
had a
right?
shitty attitude, I think, too. Like,
it's
I don't know anything about it, but
Yeah.
we'll clean it, I guess.
how do I know? I'm
almost
just the
like, I
owner
guess.
of the building. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I'm like, what the hell? Oh, there's that popcorn, man. I'm sorry. Rob, I thought Rob was
No.
hogging the popcorn.
Yeah, they're supposed to actually rip that shit out, though, man.
You would think so. I mean, who the
Why?
hell wants blood in their new
I don't know.
apartment?
I mean,
There's a cheap asses trying to fucking
Yeah, no
keep the
shit,
same
man. It's like,
rug.
like their maintenance man was fucking lazy. Oh man, it's not that bad, you know. It seeped all the way down inside. You know, you got to get that shit out. But anyway, thank you so much for that one, Joseph. Can't wait for your other ones.
Yeah, that was a great story.
Speaking of great stories, we need to put this out there. We're hoping, and we really are hoping, to get a Black Swan Inn Halloween special going. We want to interview some of the folks, and though y'all don't know what that is, that's a local haunt here. The house has been around since, I want to say like the 1860s. And they had like an actual
1800s,
yeah. Well, they had an actual war. It was like a little war against like Indians in the Texas Republic or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but I got to do more history on it, and hopefully.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not a big like a
it
lot
was
of
a
people.
small one, yeah.
A lot of people in San Antonio don't even know
Yeah.
what Black Swan is, but
It's
it
a lot of
should be.
It was called
Yeah, it should be.
the Battle of Salado Creek. So if you want to know more on that, that's what it is. But this house is built around all that, and they have a ton of crazy stuff that they see. So we're hoping to get this one going and getting photos and everything. So that's
You know, the other thing, it actually came out in the book. They actually
Several books.
It came out with some of the most haunted places in Texas.
Mhm.
You can find Black Swan Inn.
Oh, yeah.
Was it? It's
I think we
Victoria's Black Swan Inn.
Yeah.
Victoria's Black Swan.
I think we discussed this too because it was on Ghost Hunters, not the Taps, the other one with the guy with the spiky hair. Is that him, Ghost Hunters?
Oh, the drama queen. Yeah.
Oh, the
Ghost
drama
Adventure.
queen.
Yeah.
Oh, those guys.
Okay, but I mean, it has to be. I mean, some kind of
Did they go there?
something. Yeah, they went there. They had like two little Mexican kids shoveling.
Oh yeah, make the Mexicans work.
I was like, motherfucker.
All these Mexicans dig real good.
They were all kids. It's like,
Little,
Yeah, look at that. So,
I remember
say,
that.
boy, you want to make a dime?
They work for $2 an hour.
But yeah, that's something on the horizon, and hopefully
Yeah.
it's coming up soon. And
Yeah, that's gonna be our Halloween special,
we're
man.
hoping for the Halloween
Well,
special.
we're crossing our fingers, but I think it will.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, if you got a story, what's that phone number,
That
Rob?
phone number is 210-901-8666. And
That's
remember, if you got a longer story, just make sure, because it calls are 3 minutes, make sure you call back and tell us this is part 2 to whichever story you are. Part 3, however far you have to go. Another thing you can do is just record those on your MP3 and send them in on, I guess, what is that, Dave, like Bluetooth or something?
You can send it in by
If you don't wanna
email,
get
by
interrupted like
phone, or whatever. Because
Dave is a genius at editing, so man, he can get that looking like this, so
Yeah, we'll
you know,
make it-
one call,
we'll make you sound good. We can even adjust the pitch if you want to sound like you got, if you want to sound like a professional. But the other thing you can do, you can email us your story. Just email it to info@rigormortisparanormal.com. The other thing, we are part of a group.
here in San Antonio, there's the Alamo City Podcast Network, and you can find those guys on Facebook.
Yeah.
I think that's all. That's the only place you can really find them.
yeah, so far,
Yeah.
hopefully,
No, but they're
I mean, they're
growing.
still, yeah, they're
They're
still.
growing. It's a part of, they're trying to push San Antonio as a whole, and all types of different things, not just the paranormal, of course,
just
but
music and San Antonio-based podcasts or
Right.
whatever we have here. So good for them, and we're happy to be part of them.
that's right. But in the meantime, if you got a story, please get it to us. Otherwise, we'd like to thank you for listening. Peace out.
We'll see y'all.
Bye, guys.